Hi, I'm Bob Van Rossum from MarketPro. I'm the president, and I'm here today with Rose Zori and Tekla Sandler, and want to take an opportunity to talk a little bit about our project we just completed with Aegis Media and Carat. So Rose, tell us a little bit about the size, the scope, and the importance of this project and what it meant to both Carat and iProspect and Isobar.
We not only had to hire over 300 people just in the U.S. Altogether globally, we had to hire over 500. And in the city of Detroit alone, we had to build an organization from scratch. And with that organization, we had to hire across 3 different disciplines, 3 different companies, over 200 people in a 90-day period.
And what was your first reaction when you realized how big and massive this project was?
I spent a fair amount of time, very late at night, going through Google, looking for different ways that we were going to be able to solve the issue. We knew it was a scale issue, and we knew it was a big opportunity for us. And I think the biggest concern that I had was how were we going to do this in the time scale we had with finding the best talent in the industry to handle one of the largest and biggest and most important accounts for the organization.
Tekla, we talked a lot in this process about culture and just the importance of culture to the success of your organization. Talk a little bit about how MarketPro worked with you to understand that culture and then bring in talent that was a good reflection of the culture of Carat.
So it was critical to understand our success factors and our culture. So from day one, we were in the Westin Hotel with no office at all, and the people from MarketPro were with us every step of the way. We basically gave them an orientation to our company, to Carat specifically, because that's who I was recruiting for, but they understood what our values are. So we were looking for people who obviously have the technical skills and the competencies, but who would also make a great office of people who live our values of pioneering, ambitious, independent. And we really wanted to make sure we were vetting for that. So we made sure that MarketPro understood that. We talked to the managers about that. And because it was so seamless and they were here with us every step of the way, we were able to vet for not only the technical competencies, but the culture as well, so we could have a thriving office.
Rose, for Carat and Isobar and iProspect, we've hired 160 people in 10 weeks. Talk a little bit about the quality that you feel is here from a talent perspective and how important it was to make sure that we got the quality right the first time.
Yeah, I mean, it was critical. I've been in this industry for a long time, and I've done a lot of projects with lots of different recruitment firms, executive search firms, etc. My experience, particularly with marketing and media and creative, is that if you don't have a recruiting partner that understands those skills and the culture and I would say the characteristics and the dynamic of the people with those, with those passions, you won't be successful. So it was critical that we found a partner who specialized in those areas, and it was critical that they understood not only, as Tekla said, the technical skills, but also how we operated as a business.
So when we started this project, our goal was to hire 130 people in 90 days. And in the middle of the project, you came back and asked us to do about 30 more, part for Isobar and part for iProspect. What did you see in MarketPro that gave you the confidence they could help you additionally on this huge project?
Yeah, I mean, I think we signed on with MarketPro because we had the confidence that you knew the industry, right, through meeting some of your folks and having conversations with you. We felt like, at least on the onset, that you had a good process and approach. I think that in a very short period of time, we recognized that you could partner with the hiring managers, you could become a part of the fabric of our organization, that you were being very successful at identifying people and moving them through the process very swiftly. And so, again, working with our hiring managers, not wasting a lot of time, right? Not sending them 20 resumes, but sending them the top 5 people that you've already vetted for us. We knew if we had to hire another 30 or 40 or 50, which is sometimes the case when we go into new business opportunities and we find out through the process sort of what the opportunity really looks like, that you were able to scale. And again, that was a little bit about proving yourself in a very, very short period of time and gaining our confidence.